Now, tensions between Russia and Ukraine have been escalating for several years. Russia has been amassing troops near the Ukraine border. Now there are concerns that Russia might invade Ukraine. Russia has deployed more than 100,000 troops at the border. This is exactly what has made Washington worried. According to a report, US intel has briefed European allies. The report added that Washington is concerned that Russia is preparing for a rapid, large-scale push into Ukraine from multiple points. One of the entry points could be Belarus. The United States fears that Russia could invade Ukraine as early as next year. It says that the plan is to enter Ukraine and occupy larger territory. And the US intel also suggests that Moscow has called up reservists to take part in the operation. These are members of Russia's reserve force. Ukraine has become the focal point of tensions between Russia and the West. And ever since Russia annexed Ukraine's Crimea Peninsula in 2014, the West has imposed several sanctions on Russia. Ukraine too remains on alert. Its airborne troops conducted drills near the capital Kyiv. The drills simulated the landing of troops and armored personnel carriers for an attack on an enemy target. Moscow, on the other hand, has accused the West of whipping up the Ukraine issue. Kremlin added that it was alarmed by a US-backed push to supply weapons to Ukraine.
What is happening now in the world's diplomacy had never happened before. That's why there's been a lot of slyness, desperate to explain something, and against the backdrop of public accusation of Moscow inaction, such a stunning step has been made. Yes, it's unconventional for diplomacy, but from the other side, such unconventionally sly situation requires unconventionally decisive actions. Ukraine likely pursued military solution of their problem to create one more disaster for themselves and everyone in Europe. This is what Ukraine tends to achieve, and it is trying to achieve it under the shelter of NATO exercise. NATO ships in the Black Sea, British soldiers in the region with numbers increasing. That is what Ukraine wants to achieve, and this is of course heartbreaking because this will entail serious consequences.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.